2 of semester 2 introduction and explanation of coursework. Okay. Um, you guys looked at the syllabus last video and saw some of the changes in the portfolio and how that's going to work. On the first day of semester 2, I gave students 2 papers. This first one is called the Reporte de Progreso del Portfolio. This is where you're going to keep track of your reading pages and minutes of the video, okay? Also, you'll keep track of how many learning journals you accomplish and also your quiz scores, okay? I'm going to show you how that works in just a minute. On the back side, these are reading pages, and then also working on your video and also working with me on some skills individually in small groups and also, on one-on-one. Okay. The other page that you should have is the reading journal. Okay, the reading journal. There's a spot up here you can get a stamp when you complete a reading journal. I'll stamp you off up here. The learning journal has your name, and also you need to list the names of the videos that you have for this class period. So you use one of these, okay, for each class period, okay? So the first section here, your videos, you have 3 videos per class, right? Your notes on those videos will go here, okay? And on the bottom, it is your reading, okay? Read for 10 minutes per class, okay? Give me a summary here. Those classes that are lower levels can do their summaries and notes in English. Those who are in upper division classes will have to do everything in Spanish, okay? So make sure you write all the information here, title of the book, how many pages you read. Now, it's not a race on how many pages you can read, right? Because books are different. I can read an easy book in 10 minutes. I can read and never finish, like if I tried to read something more difficult, right? But at least I'm interested or I'm getting something out of it, okay? So we want to make sure we select books that interest us, that are interesting to us, that we can read and understand. We're not looking in the dictionary every 3 seconds to figure out what each word means, okay? So it's easy to understand, flows pretty well. You know, there are some words we don't understand, but that is maybe 5%, 10% of the time, versus you understand most of the words or you get the main idea. That's really important, okay? So I have books all around my room here, okay? You can select from. If you get a book in Spanish from home, make sure it's in Spanish at least. That's the number 1 requirement, and make sure it's not too difficult, okay? I have easy readers, which are great, but children's books can be actually really difficult to read. So if you have some children's books at home, sometimes those can be complicated on vocabulary. Some can be easy, it just depends on the book. I'd recommend, if you're using your own book on this, make sure you talk to me about it, just so we agree that it's a good read for you, okay? All right, so 1 of these per class, you complete the reading, the learning journal. On the back side, it's the same thing. This is for class. The next 3 videos, the next reading session, right? All right, so let's take a look at Canvas right now and see how all this works, okay? So you can go in here so we can talk about and look at Canvas and how all this works and where it's all located, okay? So just give me 1 second here and share my, okay? Well, I'm more prepared, but it's loading, and let's see. Let's wait on this. Share screen. things aren't working as we go, right? There we go. So I want to share my dashboard on my Canvas with you. Okay. Let's turn that on. My computer's catching up with itself. All right. Let's do a side-by-side here. Okay, so I'm just going to go into this course. This will be good. And let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom in for you. All right, so we talked about this first page here. Let's straight to modules. You can get to modules in two ways. Go here on the left, click on modules, or I made a link on the map to take you to modules. Up to you. Two ways to do things, right? All right, so this first module is just the intro module from the first of the year. I'm going to minimize that. Looks like there's a little lag on what I'm seeing here versus what's happening on my screen. Just one moment. Let me try to reshare. Oh, okay. So it opens it. Okay, it's opening a new. Okay. When I click the map button, it opens a new window, and it doesn't show you the modules. So go ahead and click on the side button. Okay, that's going to work better. There we go. Here's the that I shared with you in the beginning of the year. Just going to minimize that. States modules, countries that speak Spanish, right? So we're all starting in the United States, and we're working. Module 1 is called Los Estados Unidos, yeah? And here within each module, there are 6 videos, okay? With each video, there is a comprehension quiz. So you can see here it says Chamoyada, there's the video. After the video, you're gonna take a quiz, okay? So let's go into one of the videos here. Here's the first video, the Chamoyada. So it's really important that you watch the video, the whole video. The instructions say watch the whole video without skipping through. If you just watch the video like the first on my end as being complete, right? And that's what I'm going to be looking for when grading you on these, okay? I can go into this little button on my computer that says Insights. It tells me which students have logged in, which students have watched the video, how much of the video they've watched, okay? Also, your comments will show up as well, okay? So let's go to the instructions again. So watch the whole video without skipping. Rewind and repeat as necessary. I want you to add 3 meaningful comments or questions in Spanish while you're listening. So as you can see, there's comments here on this video, okay? And people are commenting. That looks great. To be in Spanish, I have some on my board up here. You can use those comments. They can be as simple as está bien, or vale, or que lío, or que bien, or they can be more intermediate or advanced comments like, me llamó la atención esta parte del video porque, blah, 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 right? So you can do easy comments, you can do hard comments, more difficult comments, okay? All right, so I can see your comments, I can see how long you watched the video. Please don't click to YouTube to watch the video. Please watch it from Canvas so you get credit for watching, okay? That's important. Another important part is when you're done watching the video, you need to mark it as done, okay? So let me go into the student mode so I can show you. And at the end of each screen, mark is done button. You can kind of see it right there. It's going to hop down. If you do mark that button, okay, if you don't mark that button, go down here, mark as done, right? You can't move on in your module, right? So you want to be done and that you truly watched the video, and then you're going to click, okay? When you click on next, it'll have the same video up, and the instructions are to watch the video again while taking this quiz, right? So at this point, instead of watching the whole video, you could skip around, review certain parts, add things to your notes, right? If you didn't do comments, add an extra comment here or there, okay? The link to all the quizzes are in the second portion where it says taking this. This is a link that'll take is related to this video and the quiz is, okay? So that it's going to open up a window from Quizizz, okay? It's gonna open up a new window, so I'm gonna change my sharing on this, okay? All right, let's just do my entire screen. There we go, share. Okay, so it'll take you to Quizizz, and this is what it looks like. Okay, I've already started this one, so I'm just going to resume it. But they'll be a Spanish question, multiple choice about the video you just watched. So as it loads here, you can see it has a countdown. This day is Chile en polvo. Okay, so but you're just going to select the best answer that you think. Okay, let me turn that down. Okay, all right, so you go through, you answer the questions, but it's for 15 minutes, so that gives you plenty of time if you want to go back to your video and say, oh, I want to see what she said about that, I need to clarify. You can go back to your video, watch it, and go back to your game, and select the best answer, okay? At the very end of the quiz, you're going to be given a score. You're going to want to put the score on your paper here, right? So if we go back to our physical paper, I'm going to turn this off. Okay. So where it says quiz, I put the number of questions right in that first box on the first quiz, right? I got 8 out of 15. There is unlimited attempts on the quizzes, but I don't recommend taking it for too long because you're going to get behind. Do your best, get your best score, but don't just keep saying I have to get 100%, or I think if you got a good score, you should move on and not waste your time, okay? All right, so there's 3 videos a day, right? So let's go back to the modules. Let's take a look at that. There's 3 videos videos per class period. So let's go back to the module screen. So the first day of class, there was 3 videos and 1 reading log, okay? Today's Friday, we had 3 more videos, 1 reading log. So you can see it's important to keep up, but also it's self-pacing. It's if you need help or if you have questions or you get behind, it's never too late to catch up, right? It's possible to catch up, okay? So these are the 3 videos for the first class, the chamoyada, Barbie cake, and finding object 1. Today's videos were finding object 2, horchata, and card check, okay? Once you've completed all those videos, you'll move on to the next module, which you'll make it to Mexico, okay? So we're going to be progressing through these countries, right? Accomplishing our work. Let me give you 2 important dates. Midterms, February 7th, okay? We should be in El Salvador, okay? That's where the pacing should put us in El Salvador on February 7th. I'm going to pull the reports, your quizzes, how much listening you've done, look at your reading, and we'll give you a midterm grade there and see how you're doing on pacing and things like that, okay? Another important date is March 14th, okay? March 14th, we should be in Puerto Rico, okay? And that will be the end of term 3, okay? So 2 important dates, February 7th and March 14th, okay? Those are when I'll be posting grades on March 14th. I'll be doing midterms. Midterms will be kind of like a wake-up call, like, oh yeah, you're on track, or whoa, you're going way too slow, you're not getting enough done, you need to increase the pace. Or maybe some people will be way ahead and I'll be like, oh, that's wonderful. Keep on going, right? So I don't think there is much more that I need to explain. You have the papers. If you need more papers, they're here in my classroom. The reading books are all here in my classroom, great reading books. You cannot check them out because I lose too many and they never come back. So you can't check out any books, but they're here for you to read for all my classes, okay? All right, well, I think that's it for now. Also, we gave out hall passes. If you didn't get your hall passes, come see me. These are the billetes for hall passes. You're going to get one of these, the 5 bolivares, and that will count for 4 more passes until the end of the year, okay? So when you give me this to go to the bathroom or get water, okay, I will give you 3 of these back, okay? So that'll be your remaining 3. If you have any of these from last term, then you have extra passes. So you've been very diligent in staying in class and working on your work, and you have extra passes in case you need them, okay? And yeah, that's it for now. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thank you. Have a good day. Adios.